Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is now at the White House, and as you see here in these live images, meeting with President Trump. He's the first foreign leader to travel to the U.S. to meet with Trump since that inauguration. And during Netanyahu's visit to the U.S. last summer to address Congress, we saw protests all across the district, but today our reporters Josh Chapin and Tom Rousey saw a very different scene. There were still pro-Israel and pro-Palestine demonstrators, but on a much smaller and calmer level. And Josh, you even met with one woman who's still waiting for her son to be released from being held hostage.
Yeah, Scott, we did, but I want to start here with what's going on behind me at 17th and Pennsylvania. Matt's going to zoom into the scene right across the street here, where you see a small but vocal group of pro-Palestinian, mostly pro-Palestinian folks. You see the flags there, and you see this life-size head of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. There's also a smaller group of Orthodox rabbis who are here, both seemingly brought out today by the visit by the Prime Minister, seemingly urgent plea to put a permanent stop to the war, a message shared most deeply by the mother of someone still in captivity at this hour.
I have not come here as a politician or as an activist. I am an Israeli patriot, and I am simply here as a deeply concerned mother who wants to hold her son again.
That powerful message from Einav Zankokar. She is the mother of Matan. She told the crowd here he has been held in captivity by Hamas for nearly 500 days. She and others gathering here at the corner during lunchtime right across the street from where this protest is happening now to pray for his safe return, and the nearly 80 people still being held hostage. We met folks who had come in from San Francisco for this rally, and then there was Matan's girlfriend. She was held for 55 days.
No one needs to tell me what is to be in captivity, because I was there. They torture you. They make you interviews in the middle of the night. I know where is terrorist group, and we can go silent. Why I'm different? Why they release me? Why I need to live with that?
So certainly an emotional moment with Ilana there, and you're coming back live here to 17th in Pennsylvania, where we see a number of Metropolitan Police officers here on bike, and then the different dump trucks that have been put here just in case. We talked to a police officer who said that they are monitoring things, again, just to be absolutely safe. Interestingly, Scott and Michelle, there is a group of the pro-Palestinian folks have Israeli combat stuff on, and we saw some of the Orthodox rabbis with Palestine scarves on. So something to keep our eyes on this afternoon, again, as the Prime Minister is in his first day of visit here to the nation's capital. Scott, Michelle, send it back to you.
Yeah, safety always a priority at these events. Thank you, Josh. We're going to go now to our Tom Rousey. And Tom, as we said, the protests look much different today compared to last summer, but there are still people who are very upset by this visit.
Yeah, there are folks very upset that Netanyahu was invited to the White House at all. Of course, the meeting between Netanyahu and the president going on in the White House. In the distance behind me, you can see the stage for the inauguration is still set up, and a lot of Lafayette Square here is still shut down from the inauguration. This part, though, was open earlier, but now police have shut it down, and one officer told me it's going to stay shut down until the visit is over at least. But before it was shut down, there was a press conference earlier today, and here's some video from that press conference. Now, several pro-Palestinian organizations spoke at the press conference. They made it very clear they do not like Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, but their opinion of President Trump was more mixed. Several weeks ago, a 42-day ceasefire began in Gaza, and although President Joe Biden took credit for it before leaving office, those who spoke at this press conference today, they believe Trump deserves the credit, and although they certainly don't agree with everything he has done since returning to office, they think he has a better chance of pressuring Netanyahu for peace than Biden did.
President Trump, unlike President Biden, has shown the world that he can pressure Israel. And he was able to do that before even he became a president. And we give him credit for that, and we thank him. So he has the opportunity now to continue to show leadership by A, holding the ceasefire, committing Benjamin Netanyahu not to restart the war,
And back out here live, you saw a lot of police where Josh was located, over more on the west or southwest side of the White House. North of the White House, well, you're seeing plenty of police here as well. In fact, there is a protest that is at least scheduled to take place just about an hour from now, and the protesters said they were going to meet here at 16th and H. Unclear at this point how many folks will show up, but there is at least one scheduled. I talked to an officer who said they're just here just in case anything happens. They want to make sure they keep the peace. Reporting live just a little north of the White House in Northwest Washington, I'm Tom Rousey, 7 News.